This is a queen I designed for my playing card sets. I'm just painting the regular card set characters in my style. This is the sketch I came up with. I used watercolor and ink for the sketch, but the finished painting will be using tempera. And I won't add those dark lines. That was just for the sketch. I finished the kings a long time ago, but I just felt now like getting back into this project. This is the Queen of Clovers. I always forget what that card symbol is called in English, but I think it's clovers. And just like the king, I went with colors that reminded me of nature and also some design details of plants. I tried to come up with a regal design for her, with the fancy hair and coat, but I also wanted to keep it in the same natural design look as the king. I also thought to make her hair reddish to contrast with her outfit colors. On the king illustrations, I added the symbols of the cards on the actual painting, but I'm thinking that I will add them on digitally at the end of the paintings from now on. I think that would make it look more polished. I'm also keeping an unfinished look to her, like some parts I leave in the background color, which is something that I usually do, but I feel like I always have to mention it for some reason. One of the things I like about this set of illustrations is that it pushes me to draw older characters. Normally I draw younger characters randomly, so it's nice that I get to practice drawing other kinds of people too. So far I'm thinking I'll just do the figures until the ballet. I don't know if I'll have the want to continue all the way through the regular number cards. I designed her in my sketchbook months ago, and only just now did I feel like getting to her painting. I think that compared to the sketch, I prefer the green on the sketch. It just looks a bit more warm, or more like an apple green. It's a bit darker on her dress on the painting. I should have mixed it a bit better. She is warm-toned, so I picked the yellow to be a warm yellow as well. I didn't want the yellow to clash with the rest of her colors. At first, as I was painting, I tried to paint around the shapes I drew for the clothing details, because I was just trying to make sure I follow the design I came up with. But it's just easier to paint it all and add the details after, so I did that instead. And I used the sketch I had drawn as the reference for the shapes I wanted. I almost forgot about her ring, and I think I even had more rings in the sketch, but I only added a few on the painting, just because I forgot. I even think she would have looked much nicer with more rings. The jewelry really enhances the whole royalty aspect. I just didn't think about it at the moment. I still think she looks okay design-wise. It's more of a natural royalty look. I think when I get to the Queen of Diamonds, I should really go big on the jewels for her. The hair took a lot of time to cover, but I do like how it turned out. The fur took long too, but there's more different values on her hair, so it stands out more. And it makes sense because it covers her shoulders and arms. It's pretty prominent in the piece. I ended up adding some green on the yellow parts of her outfit, just as a reflection on the yellow. But I kind of messed it up on the highlights of the arm pieces. You can see there's green on the highlight. It doesn't look good. I was going for a light yellow. I just made a mistake in the mixing. Maybe I just added too much green in there. Most of the time I spent it covering the piece with basic color and shapes. It's a bit boring, but it's better than trying to paint around the details. And after the basic values and shapes were covered, that's when I started working on the details. And the dress started looking better. For her crown, I chose to do a strange one with wood and gold. I just felt it fit better since I want these clover cards to be all about plants and nature. I had added a real crown for the king, but I think this would have been a nicer idea for him too. You can see also that I've added details and final touches with the color pencils. These are metallic color pencils. I wanted to try them out and see how they would work on this one too. I used them previously for a night portrait. I also used the regular color pencils and the watercolor pencils as well. I like the extra texture they add. I ended up using the metallic watercolors too for her dress details. I think it's important so that she matches with the king. Here's the finished piece. Like I said at the start, I decided to add the card logo digitally. I thought it would look nicer than painting it in the actual piece.